Hello, I'm Tom Carlisle, and I'm a Christmas historian. And in back of me, I have my 10-foot tall, 2,500 watt Christmas tree. And I use this for displaying all the old Christmas lights and for entertaining and educating people as to where they all came from. What you just saw was my newest effort at new bubble lights. I made these mainly because I wanted children of today to have the ones similar to that I had when I was a little boy in 1947 when I got my first set. I want to give you a small history of where the bubble light came from. They were modeled after this light right here, which is called a glow light candle. And it was invented in Chicago about 1935, and it has a frosted glass tube on top of a light bulb, so it looks like a candle. Well, a man by the name of Carl Otis came up with the idea of putting a methylene chloride tube on top of this assembly, and it came out to look like this. So in 1942, NOMA made about 68,000 of these as a test to see how they might do after the war, if we won the war. And they only sold them in Illinois and New York, and they were all gone in about a week and a half. So they knew they had a hit on their hands. And so after the war, they made them with this design, very similar, but they were glued together. And they came in a set, and the set looks like this one right down here. This is a set that was made in Peru, Indiana in 1946. You can zoom in on that a little bit. There we go. My friend Roger is helping me today, my cameraman and computer guru. Yeah, zoom in a little bit more so they can see them good. That's great, that's great. Yeah. Anyway, so these are 1946 and they're still bubbling merrily away, as they say. And, okay, got to get it straight. And anyway, so the new ones, you know, they're probably going to be good for 100 years because you can change the light bulb in them. So these are doing just fine, and I have about 400 of them that are still doing just fine that were made back in the 40s. Anyway, so that's the first set. Let's see. Oh, now here is the cover. This is the cover of the new set, which has a reindeer on it. See that one okay? Anyway, my friend Nestor Redondo, who is a wonderful artist for the cartoon industry in California, made these reindeer for us, and we used real reindeer from the National Geographic and from the zoo out in LA. And it took us 3 years to make this picture for this box. Anyway, these are all made in USA, every single part. A lot of them were made in Colorado, all the sockets and plastic for the bubble lights and everything. And so there's the American flag down in the corner. And these lights are made out of polycarbonate, so they're just bulletproof. And so anyway, it's a fine American product that will last you for your grandchildren and their children. The strings, they look like this. You get those? This is a 9-light string out of a regular box. I'll put them in front of the light so you can see it. That's a 9-light string, which comes in the box. And then this is an 18-light string, a special one that's made for Europe and Australia and places where they have 220 volts, and I hand make these in the basement. And they have sockets that are made out of polycarbonate. And to give you an idea, this is a polycarbonate socket. I don't know if you can zoom in on that. Normally if you step on one of these, it'll just smash on you. But anyway, this is a polycarbonate one. I have a hard time focusing on that thing. But anyway, you can squeeze that thing with these pliers, or you can stand on it with one heel with all your weight, and it doesn't hurt it a bit because it's made out of polycarbonate right here in Broomfield, Colorado. So, and the wire is made in Chicago, and so everything is made right here. And what was I going to say here? Oh yes, we have 5 sets that we already have made up. This particular one right here is what they call a solid set. So I had to take a couple out here to send to England, but if you can you dim that down slightly? The anyway, the camera tends to blow out the colors, something awful on these. It's very difficult to get pictures of them, but this is red and this is orange and this is yellow. And they're just really beautiful, and they're a solid set. And then this set down here is the second set, which goes with these, and they're just a little bit different color combinations, but they're a color combination which has been very, very, very good for years. And it took me a little while to figure that out, but I copied a lot of the Noma stuff. Anyway, if you would like to know more about these lights, we have a website which is called Christmas by Carlisle. And you can just go to christmasbycarlisle, one word.com, and there it is. And my email address is the American Festival of Christmas, and that is abbreviated amfestxmas@gmail.com. Anyway, we'll have these on the screen. Anyway, these are kind of expensive, but they last you forever, and they're doing really quite well. And if you have any questions, just let any of us know about it. My sister has the main warehouse in Aiken, South Carolina, which a lot of them will come from. Anyway, thank you very much for your attention to my new bubble lights, and I wish you a Merry Christmas. Thank you.